Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner Classics, Less Known Classics. This is episode number 1486 and episode number 1380. Now, the first trade here is a start of review of a character I've never actually reviewed this character before. Nope, never have. The other one is going to be a finale for a Briar's Run for a series. Alright, first up is a review of something that I don't think anybody ever expected me personally to view this character, but excuse me. Here you go. By the way, I got this trade for $10. Do you like the Valiant trades? $10 this one. This is Spawn, the Origin Collection. Book number 1. Collecting the first 6 issues of the ongoing series. Of course, created by Todd McFarlane, this is the start of basically the longest running independent comic book of recent time. It basically reached 300 about 2 years ago. Because McFarlane really wanted that 300 so badly. So, here you go. Now, the first issue is the first appearance of Al Simmons, aka Spawn. And there's also comparisons to Youngblood in here. I guess the reason why that there are a lot of the keys on here, because Youngblood well, as far as I can tell, Image still has publication rights to that one. So, despite the fact they're a Rob Liefeld creation, well, there's that. Now, here's the strange thing about this. Now, it's for this backstory that Chapel, from the pages of Youngblood, is responsible for killing Al Simmons and turning him into the Hellspawn. Now, these books also have the debut of several supporting characters for Spawn, aside from Spawn himself. We see the debut of Sam and Twitch in here. And in the second issue, we see the debut of the Violator. This guy eventually got his own miniseries, believe it or not. Yes, the Violator. But in issue 4, we had a debut of the most disgusting character in the entire series of Spawn. If you think the Violator was disgusting, you have probably never seen a book that, or at least, if you never watched the Spawn animated series, if you watch this one, you probably feel this character. It is Billy Kincaid. If you don't know who this guy is, in this series, the guy is a notorious pedophile. I am not kidding about that. He is a pedophile. He rapes little kids and he murders them. His specialty is little girls. I am not kidding about that. That's what the guy is known for. Spawn met him and beat the crap out of him. And here's something quite weird though. The guy was convicted. Sentenced to 21 years for his disgusting crimes. And he got weed in 2010 and he was able to get out due to good behavior. Thanks to a very sleazy lawyer. Not kidding about that. Like, why the heck would 21 years be enough for this guy? The guy basically killed a lot of kids. I would basically have a sense of life at least to have him executed. But 21 years for child murder. Wow, you were so disgusting. Billy Kincaid. It's a good thing you're only seen in like 2 episodes of the Spawn animated series from the 90s. Yeah, it's a good thing. They kept pretty much the same tone with that character in that series in here. The other one is a gangster known as Tony the Twist. Here is the weird thing about this character. Okay, if you're wondering why this character doesn't exist anymore now, let me show off this character what he looks like here. Yeah. This is Tony the Twist. That's the gangster. I believe this is his debut. Here's the weird thing about this character. Did you know McFarlane was sued over this character? And you're probably thinking, he was sued over a character. You want to know why? Who sued him? It was a freaking rapper who sued him over this. It was one of 2 times the guy was sued. Yes. A lawsuit I think he lost. Yeah, he got sued twice and lost both times. Issue 6 is the debut of the character Overkill. Yes, if you're familiar with this character, he popped up for an issue of Youngblood, I believe it was issue number 7. We got into fight with Badrock. Of all people. Yes, Badrock. And if you're curious, though, what the heck Overkill looks like, that is him. And you're thinking, is that a Rob Liefeld character? No, he is a Todd McFarlane character. And as far as I can tell, issue 6 is his debut. Yeah. Plus, of course, if you notice, if you see how McFarlane issue, you notice there's something in the book basically that I don't think this has ever been explained. There's this clock that appears in the book. Now, currently, this clock still appears. As for the reason for it, it's supposed to lead to something. I think at first it led to what happened in issue 100, which had death of the character Angela and death of another villain. It's supposed to lead to something, and they apparently brought it back right after Al Simmons was resurrected in issue 250, which also death of the character Jim Downing, who had been Spawn since I think issue 180. For the start of the Spawn book, this book is good. This book roughly I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Yep. Now McFarlane does do all the writing in here. As for the artwork, it is pretty much all done by him. Now, most people are familiar with basically the review for issue 1, thanks to the fact it was reviewed for an episode of Atop the Fourth Wall. Unknown why Linkara has never reviewed any more issues of the series. I would think, though, that it's from the 90s. I mean, he's viewed a lot of issues of Youngblood. Why not just review some more issues of Spawn? I mean, heck, he's never viewed Savage Dragon. Yep. Alright, next up is the finale for a particular writer's run. This is The Green Lantern, Season 2, Volume 2, Ultrawar. Yes, this collects the last 6 issues of The Green Lantern Season 2. Of course, written by Grant Morrison, art by Liam Sharp. Yeah, there's a few different stories in here. One, of course, is basically kind of ending out Hal Jordan's tenure, having him trying to retire as Green Lantern for some reason. Of course, the artwork in here is freaking gorgeous by Liam Sharp. Yes. Anyone can tell just by looking at this, he takes heavy... Now, basically, at one point, when the book starts off, he puts on his cloak here. Now, those of you not familiar with, pre-Flashpoint, this is a nod to his time as the Spectre. Yep. That's a nod to his time as the Spectre. And that happened for the first couple issues of this book, where he basically wore this cape. And he also deals with stuff with Earth 11, where he met up with the Carol Ferris that world, and of course Hal Jordan. We also have this one page here of basically his various different love interests over the years. Olivia, Joan, Jill, Carol, Eve, Dorna, and Kari. Now, of these characters, Olivia, I'm familiar with her. I believe she's basically one of his many love interests. Yeah, these are all various different women that have Hal Jordan dated over the years. But the one that people want him to stay with is Carol Ferris. But here's the thing. And you can't blame modern DC for this all. This has been a problem with DC since the 60s. Where, despite the fact Hal Jordan hooked up multiple times with Carol Ferris, apparently DC would not allow Hal Jordan to get married. All the rest of the DC characters get married, but not Hal Jordan. And especially to a woman that basically makes sense for him to get married to, Carol Ferris. Yep. Yeah. And so, aside from dealing with some other alien creatures, and some from a simple species as Tomari. We even have appearances booked by frickin' Sinestro. Yes, Sinestro in The Green Lantern. I mean, why not? He is commonly associated with the Green Lantern, so why the heck not? Plus, you gotta love this cover, which is a nod to, Silver Age Green Lantern. Yeah. So they have this, and this apparently this here, that's Carol Ferris of Earth 11. Yeah, she's basically kind of like a tomboy, and she has more of a weirdly revealing attire. Yep. Then we have this Earth 11, possibly yeah, and he puts on his ring, and this is his look, and he pretty much uses his ring to force Carol to kiss him. And there we go. Yeah, force Carol to kiss him. And of course deal with that. Here's this one here, that's the prime version of the character. We also see versions we see for the Justice Guild, where it's made up of Batwoman and a female Mr. Terrific. Well, Miss Terrific, who's kind of chunky. Or could be also Starfire, just like this. Well, the daughter of Starfire. We also have this woman here. I don't know who this woman is. Yeah, I think she's possible relation to Tom Strong, but I'm not really sure. Yep. But this book is just pure fun. I love this. It almost seems as though Liam Sharp, basically, with his artwork, he just knows what he's doing. And he's simply enjoying himself drawing all these characters. Some have basically weird faces. But in my opinion, it's just really good. Yep. Yeah, so we have a bunch of different women here. And of course you see all this. And for some reason we have the lanterns looking like normal sized people, which I thought that was kind of weird. Usually they're short, really short people. And here they're basically like that. Now, we do see on this page here, like, if you're curious still about this one right here, that's the Green Lantern from the Far Sector Limited series, which actually wrapped up just like a couple months ago. Yep, that's who she is. And this woman down here, believe it or not, this little girl here is this character here is actually one of the stars of the current Green Lantern title. Yeah, one of multiple stars. So instead of dealing with that and more other stuff here, you also kind of say stuff happens in here, but that's the best way to describe it. The last couple issues feel like basically, what if Hal Jordan was like Conan the Barbarian for the last couple issues of here? Yep, that's the best way to describe the last two issues of this run. Is that it just basically, what if basically Hal Jordan was like Conan the Barbarian from the Arnold Schwarzenegger with this style of font. Yeah. We even have, like on this page here, we have Black Hand and Dr. Polaris pop up. I mean, why the heck not? They are Green Lantern villains, so why the heck not? Just really good stuff here. I think Liam Sharp himself does a really good job, like I keep saying. Yeah, it's just really good stuff here. Of course, Hal Jordan's off for the trainee. There's trains new Green Lanterns. He just flies off, and that's it for that. Yep. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for this particular book. It's good. I give this book roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Final thoughts on Grant Morrison's run. Yes, believe it or not, it's only collected in 4 trades. First, you have this one here, The Green Lantern Until the Day the Stars Fall. This is the first. Actually, no, let's see. This is the first book right here. This is Intergalactic Lawman. This is the start of the Grant Morrison era. And then you have this book right here, Book 2, The Day the Stars Fall. And then you have the relaunch of the book, where this book collects the miniseries Black Lanterns and the first 6 issues of The Green Lantern. And finally, you have this book here. Now, on Amazon, for some reason, for this book here, it doesn't list the Black Lantern issues in here. I thought they were skipped. And I get the issue like, wait, they actually have the issues in here? Yeah, Amazon, whoever posted this list about this particular book on Amazon actually lied. Because this book actually does contain the Black Stars miniseries. Yeah. But this is pretty much like Grant Morrison's time on Green Lantern. These 4 books. Now, if you might be asking, Nick, did Grant Morrison ever have any history writing anything? No, he didn't have a history writing Green Lantern himself, but did he have experience writing cosmics or anything kind of related to Green Lantern? The only time I can think of he wrote Green Lantern was when he wrote him on JLA, and he had some of his cosmic experience with JLA and Final Crisis. Those are the only 2 things I can think of that are his only experience with cosmic stuff. or whatever he wrote for Superman. Because if you think of Grant Morrison's time at DC, what books do you think of when you think of his time at DC? Anal Man, Doom Patrol, Batman, Batman and Robin, Batman Inc., Superman, well, also Superman, Action Comics, the Green Lantern, Black Lanterns, the Green Lantern Season 2. I'm trying to think what else was. Oh yeah, there's also a couple one-shots there for Dark Knight Metal. And I think that was it. Yeah, that's pretty much like all of Grant Morrison that I can think of. Yeah. Now, my only thing I don't like about this particular run is that it's a series of like 3 limited series for like no reason. I don't know what the reason was. If I get a chance to meet Grant Morrison, I'm going to ask him that question. Why was your Green Lantern book just a series of limited series? First you have 12 issues, and you have a 3-issue miniseries to come right after that, and then you have this 12-issue series. All the books are really good. I thoroughly enjoy this stuff, and if you think of like it seems like a lot of stuff that happens in these books are very self-contained, and if you look at it, like the only like non-Green Lantern characters guest stars in these books is just Flash and Green Arrow. And that's it. And you're probably asking, Nick, is that really all who appeared in all these issues? Well, technically, no. In the first book, I forgot to mention this when I reviewed this book right here, that Adam Strange appeared in this book. Yes, Adam Strange appeared in here. And you're probably thinking, is there proof Adam Strange appeared in this book? Yes. Yes, there is. He does play a prominent part in the story. At one point, he decides to fake the death of... of Adam Strange in order to gain the respect of, in order to gain confidence with somebody. Yeah, he returns by the Justice League. Yes, the Justice League. I'm trying to find it here because I know Adam Strange does appear in here. I just gotta find it here. Hang on. Excuse me. Here he is, Adam Strange. Yep, he appears in here for about just a couple issues. But yeah, I thought that was so cool. The fact to feature Adam Strange. I mean, why not? He is a known cosmic character, so why the heck not? Yep. But if you think about it, it kind of feels like basically the art style, the way Liam Sharp basically took inspiration from this book, was for like some stuff way he was back in the 90s, which is fine. I mean, it's some sort of a 90s cosmic style of artwork, but I do think he does a really good job with this book. Yep. So yeah, that's it, particular review, and that's it for videos today because I have no more time to make videos tonight. So tomorrow, expect to see, as of right now, videos for Eden Zero, One Piece, and Boruto. I did see an article release that apparently there's no My Hero Academia this week. Nope, and I didn't see anything for Komatsu Dispatch, so that might happen tomorrow, it might not, who knows. Okay, next video, bye.